G'day and welcome to the Larry Lakers as we talk about the Lakers and a preview of the Lakers v the Pelicans for the Big Bowl. All that coming up in just 1 minute. Here you go, the Lakers -3 in the betting. Asked one of our followers in the betting. Lakers Pelicans Thursday 6 p.m. in Vegas. We're going to Vegas. Who should be favourite? Can you guys please do a preview? Tim at Destination Anywhere. Tim, he's noticed it's a team of 13 plus 9, plays another team of 12 and 10. We thought they were the lowly Pelicans. There isn't that much difference. We'll cover that in just a moment. What about this one? Will AD, Brandon Ingram, and the Jackson Hayes connection add a little bit of feeling if there isn't enough feeling already in the big bowl? Ask Mike O of San Luis Obispo. Well, those questions and more coming up. Welcome to the Larry Lakers dribbling chit chat. People provide the questions, we'll provide the chit chat. We'll do a preview. We're on YouTube and we're a podcast. Please go and have a listen, give us a like. Thank you to Ethan from UCLA Radio, who was on last show and predicted a 5-point game in Vegas, and he looks like he'll be pretty well close to the money because the betting is right now -3. The Lakers, they need to win by 3 or more for you to win your money in Vegas. Can that happen? Let's have a look. What's going on is the Pelicans currently sit in the 8th seed in the Western Conference, but they've won 6 of their last 10 games. It's closer than you think. There's only one game in the standings here, 13 and 9, 12 and 10. These two teams, it's going to be close. Hopefully, the Lakers can edge away if they play 4 quarters. Zion Williamson, he's been averaging 21.6 points, 5.5 rebounds. I don't know what half a rebound is, but he's been averaging it. 5.8 assists since they had a big 1-hour team meeting. Slapped him around or he slapped them, one or the other, maybe both. But it's worked. Zion Williamson has awoken out of some sort of hibernation, the sleeping bear, and he's come good and he can jump the sleeping bear. Look out, at 22 points, 5.5 rebounds, 6 assists, one to watch. Brandon Ingram, he got 30 points when the Pelicans beat the Sacramento Kings, a team that's beaten us. We should maybe be at least professional, worried, prepared, concentrating. 4 quarters. Come on, Lakers. The Pelicans' height and defense, they really stretched out. We think about our advantage, the height across 5 position. We can play these stretchy wings, long reach, mobile left to right, as long as we've noticed those 3 games where there's a really quick point guard. But if they're playing CJ McCollum, it won't be that quick. Kind of Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey, who carved us up. They Shea, jump into us, Alexander. Those teams probably haven't been the same type as the Pelicans, but stretchy. The bigs, they score in the paint. Jonas Valanciunas, Zion himself, who can also dish. They might give us a little bit of trouble inside. They got their outside game going a lot better than they normally average, 35%. Somehow, after that sort of stretchy defense and power in the paint, they also got, unlucky for the Kings, they got an extra 10% out of their three-point shooting. They're about a 35% three-point team. And against the Kings, they hit up for a big 45. So if we can stop that, I think that could be the difference for us. Plus, concentrate for 4 quarters. Ted O of Sacramento says get those calzones to focus the team. I don't know if that'll be calzones. I think it's all you can eat buffet at Vegas. So maybe it's the crowd that'll be hungry as we want calzones for the crowd. We want calzones. First quarter calzones. We need that concentration for all 4 quarters, please. Lakers, we can't have that third quarter type 14-0 run that we had against the Phoenix Suns most recently. That we don't want that. We want to edge away every quarter, please. What do we got here? The next question, the Pelicans' height. Yeah, with 2 reasons. Yeah, true. We'll accept that. That's a good one there from 3 names at Scotown. They outscored Sacramento in the paint. Yes, we just talked about that. Jonas Valanciunas and, of course, Zion himself. Then Ingram can weave his way in. Three totally different. The big weighted power, the dynamic sort of fire hydrant power, Charles Barkley type power of Zion, and then that sleek height, almost like a mid-range jumper that reminds you a bit of KD's, although he's probably been compared to him too many times. But he can get into that paint, Brandon Ingram, and he's an ex-Laker. Maybe he's got something to show us. They outscored Sacramento, that 52 38 in the paint, and they out rebounded them 42-38. Not a lot, so we've got to be on our game. We've been giving away too many offensive rebounds. There's another area we can be on it. I'm sure they're drawing it up right now, or they're watching the show. Darwin, take notes. Here we go. Ins and outs for both teams. The injury reports. The Lakers injury report says, of course, Gabe Vincent, as you would expect, left knee effusion, listed as out. There you go, no surprise. AD, though, this would be a big surprise. He has the left abductor hip spasm, and Jared Vanderbilt with the left heel bursitis, they are listed as probable. So I think they'll be there. LeBron, he's been listed for about 2 to 3 weeks with this one. Left calf contusion, listed as questionable. I'd like to think LeBron, the big bowl, it's the big bowl, the in-season bowl. LeBron, he'll be there. Now, the Pelicans. Can you believe another Laker connection? There'll be some feeling in this one. Matt Ryan, yes, the DoorDash man with the three. Ironically, it was against the Pelicans in the game. I think he sent it to overtime. A beautiful pass, a crafted play, swung wide, and a copy of a play I think the Warriors used. And it was the DoorDash man, beautiful pass and inbounds from our man Austin Reeves, who wasn't used to inbounds last night there. They used LeBron against Phoenix. Maybe it's because he calls a timeout so well, LeBron. But of course, that pass, Austin Reeves, the DoorDash man, Matt Ryan, he's out. And Larry Nance Jr., one of their athletic bigs, of course, and another Laker. What a connection. Out with a rib. Maybe they'll be on the sideline revving them up. Maybe there'll be tech fouls like Uduku, and they'll be chatting with LeBron. I'm not sure. They're usually nice and polite, those fellows. That's the Lakers way. Here we go. What sort of stats did these guys bring up last game? Well, Zion Williamson, watch out for him. 5 of 8 in the field goals. He took a couple of threes, but maybe he wasn't on 0 of 2. But the whole team, of course, went up 10% in that game against the Kings. They won by 10, 127 to 117. The thing that worried me is they were down 15. Lakers, we cannot rest. Concentrate for 4 quarters. There's a tip. +4 was the Williamson, just to 10 points. But the Ingram, 30 points. 30 points. He's the man to watch. 3 of 6, 10 of 20, shooting that 50% from the field. 6 assists, each of those guys. Williamson, he can pass it as well. Ingram passing. Herb Jones, these athletic wings between Herb Jones and Trey Murphy, they worry me. Trey Murphy, what am I talking about? 30 minutes against the Kings, +24 and his real plus minus. Only 9 points. What a difference this length makes in their defence. Are they going to pull the long wings defence on us that we've been using on others? We thought our Cam Reddish and our Vando would be our advantage there, Rui and Max Christie. We thought we'd be stretching out and putting the pressure on them. They could easily reverse it. Plus, they got that power in the paint with, of course, Valanciunas. Valanciunas, the madman, 7 of 11. Great for Lithuania if you're watching the FIBA World Cup. 100% from the three throws at 4 of 4. He can even hit a three. Didn't take any on this occasion. 11 rebounds. This is a big unit in the centre for them. 18 points. You don't even think of him as that big a point scorer, but he can do it. McCullum, a sneaky 17. Not that fast penetrating guard, though, that Maxi, who smashed us most recently, and of course Shea jump into us, Alexander. Najee Marshall, another good long wing. Cody Zeller, good to see him still going around for a man like myself wearing the glasses. And Dyson Daniels, the Australian. did not get much time there. Jose Alvarado, the surprise packet. If you want to talk about a nifty guard who might stir up some trouble, Jose Grand Theft Alvarado, the guy who gets down low and runs from behind, really made a name by upsetting CP3. I think they loosened him up that year. The Pelicans pushed that team to its limits, and of course Phoenix, the next round they lost, but I think they were loosened up by the Pelicans, and Jose Alvarado really made a name for himself, and a contract, of course, against Chris Paul. Let's move on, and these are the guys to watch. Last game, how'd they do it? They had a better field goal percentage, 54 to the 44 of the Pelicans, but it's that three-pointer. We said they average around 35. They got 45, and the poor old Kings got 34. Now, that could be us. We can be around 30, 34. Oh, terrible. And we can be worse than that. We have to pay attention and concentrate on the game. Don't give them that three-point satisfaction. They're pretty similar to us most of the time. Let's make sure that happens. Don't give them any sort of easy out there, and don't give them any of these rebounds, 42 to 38. But they are rebounding beasts. You look at that Jonas Valanciunas. We've got to stop that. Assists, they give up a few more assists on average. So there's an opportunity for our playmakers like LeBron, like Austin, who hasn't been getting a lot of assists, but what an opportunity there for a guy like D'Angelo Russell as well to step up, particularly after such a quiet game last game. We're looking forward to it. Anthony Davis, of course, coming straight off a 27-point game where he played a big 39 minutes. They might have a slight advantage there. They've had 1 day extra rest, but we haven't got as far, of course. Travel to Vegas there. Maybe Taurean Prince, a few less minutes. Plenty of people have been calling it. There, he was on 27 minutes and had a minus 12 in his real plus. Maybe we could see Max Christie for a bit longer than those 8 minutes that he had. Rui had a great positive game. Has the mask held out for Rui? It'll be great to see. D'Angelo, it's time to step up. Cam Reddish, maybe a couple of points, 4 points only, but if they can do that job defensively, we'll be happy there. LeBron coming off 40 minutes. This is interesting territory for a guy his age. What's that going to be like? Plus 12 in his real plus, of course, led the team. Is a major factor there in that fourth quarter. I think 19 of their points and 2 assists, as Ethan pointed out on our last show there. Austin Reeves coming good. Can he do that again? We just need that even performance, that concentration over 4 quarters. I think we're there. As we said, they're hitting 35%. They're hitting about 76% from free throw line, and they're averaging 114 points, 13th in the league, but they're giving up. They're 30th in giving up assists, so there's some opportunities perhaps for our guards. But let's cut off the ball. Let's not just watch LeBron and AD all that time. And they force 14 turnovers. We can be a team that gives up too many. Let's look after the ball. Lately, D'Angelo Russell's been very, very good there. The Pelicans defensively are giving up a shooting percentage of about 46%, but they're giving up about 33.4, which isn't too far from our three-point line percentage. So 33.4 at the three-point line. 30th in the league in assists, as we mentioned. What are the keys? Managing Zion and Brandon, as we said, and keeping that Valanciunas quiet in the paint. If you're AD, that's a big body. Can we hit our own threes? Well, we've got to limit them. Don't let them have that breakout. What about ours? We must be due. Maybe it's tonight. Calzones. Can we play not just the first quarter, but 4 smart quarters, not letting a team get away? They came back from 15, of course, last time. Will our length trouble them, or will theirs trouble us with the Trey Murphy, Herb Jones? Will they flip that model against us? Perimeter D, keep them down to the usual 35%, as we said. Ethan predicted a close game, 5 points, and the betting at the moment is the Lakers have got to win by 3 or more for you to get your money. So we might be right on it, Ethan. I hope it's more than that. I hope it's 8-12. We edge away. Let's do it, Lakers. 6 p.m. Thursday tonight. If you're watching there, LA time, the Big Bowl. It's the semis in Vegas. We haven't lost one in the Big Bowl, and there's some feeling with so many Laker Pelican connections. Let's go. You've been watching the Larry Lakers or listening on the podcast. Please subscribe. Give us a review on both. Give us a comment. Give us a share. We look forward to it. Go Lakers. Stay safe.